Have you ever wondered what you'd do if you had a heart attack and were completely alone? It's a frightening thought. Unfortunately, this happens more often than most of us realize. Many people assume they'll have time or someone nearby to help. But the truth is, the first few minutes are critical, and what you do or don't do can make all the difference. The good news: even if you live alone or spend a lot of time by yourself, you can survive a heart attack if you act fast and know exactly what to do. In this video, we'll walk you through 7 essential steps to take the moment a heart attack starts and you're on your own. These steps are straightforward, practical, and could save your life. You don't need medical training or high-tech gear, just preparation and a clear head. We'll break down each step in detail. You'll learn how to spot the earliest warning signs, what to do right away, how to keep your heart from overworking, and even small actions that can buy you enough time to get help. Stick with us until the end, because the final steps are the ones people often overlook, but they could be the key to saving your life. Don't wait until it's too late to understand what your body's trying to tell you. Let's dive in. First, recognize the early warning signs. The most critical step to surviving a heart attack is knowing what it feels like. It's not just chest pain, it can affect your whole body. Most people expect a dramatic, movie-style stabbing pain in the chest, but in reality, a heart attack often starts with subtler symptoms that are easy to dismiss until it's too late. What you're looking for is a sense of pressure, tightness, or discomfort in the center of your chest. It might feel like something heavy is pressing down on you or like your chest is slowly tightening up. This sensation can come and go, making you think it's no big deal. But if it lasts more than a few minutes or keeps returning, don't brush it off. Other early signs include shortness of breath, even without chest pain. You might feel like you just ran up a flight of stairs, even though you're sitting still. Some people feel pain radiating to their arms, shoulders, neck, or jaw. Others might get dizzy, sweaty, nauseous, or lightheaded. For some, especially older adults or women, the discomfort might feel more like pressure in the back or stomach rather than the chest. Take James, for example. He's 68 and was relaxing in his living room in suburban Chicago when he noticed a strange burning pain near his shoulder, almost like indigestion. Then he realized he was struggling to catch his breath, and his palms were clammy. He'd read somewhere that not every heart attack starts with chest pain, so instead of ignoring it, he took action. That choice might have saved his life. Your body often whispers before it screams. When it comes to heart attacks, those whispers are your only chance to act before serious damage sets in. If you wait for the classic clutching your chest moment, it might already be too late. So the next time you feel something off, especially pressure or discomfort, don't ignore it. Recognizing these warning signs is your first shot at survival. Take them seriously. Even if they seem minor, your life could depend on it. Second, call 911 immediately. If you suspect a heart attack, the very next thing you must do without hesitation is dial 911. Don't wait to see if the symptoms fade. Don't try to drive yourself to the hospital, and don't worry about overreacting. Calling 911 isn't just the fastest way to get help, it's the most effective way to stay alive. A heart attack isn't something you can tough out. Every minute matters. The longer your heart muscle goes without oxygen, the worse the damage. When you call 911, trained professionals are ready to jump into action as they head your way. They bring life-saving equipment, medications, and the skills to keep you alive if your heart stops on the way to the hospital. Plus, if your symptoms worsen quickly, which they often do, you can't help yourself. Driving yourself is one of the riskiest things you could do. You could pass out, cause a crash, or delay critical care. Let the pros come to you. Consider what happened to Margaret, a 71-year-old retiree in Atlanta. She felt an odd pain in her jaw, followed by nausea and cold sweats. Her first instinct was to call her daughter, but then she remembered a doctor's advice. If you're alone and think it's a heart attack, call 911 first. Family can wait. She made the call. By the time the ambulance arrived, her symptoms had intensified, but the paramedics were ready. They stabilized her on the spot. That phone call saved her life. You don't have to be certain it's a heart attack to call for help. Dispatchers won't mind if it turns out to be something else. In fact, they'd rather send help you don't need than miss the chance to save your life. Keep your phone within reach, especially if you live alone. If symptoms hit start and you can't speak clearly, use your phone's emergency call feature. Many phones have shortcuts to dial 911, even when locked. Know where that button is and use it. If you're finding this video helpful, please drop the number 2 in the comments below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. Your support helps us keep creating content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move on. Third, chew an aspirin slowly and calmly. After calling 911, the next powerful step you can take is simple chew an aspirin. Don't swallow it whole, chew it. Do it slowly, even if your hands are shaking. If you have a standard 325 milligram aspirin and aren't allergic or on blood thinners that make it unsafe, this step can significantly boost your chances of surviving a heart attack. Aspirin thins the blood, helping to slow or prevent a blood clot from blocking your coronary arteries, the root cause of most heart attacks. Chewing the tablet gets the medication into your system faster than swallowing it whole. Studies show this can buy you critical minutes, sometimes even enough to restore blood flow before help arrives. Avoid taking aspirin on an empty stomach unless it's absolutely necessary. But in a heart attack, the risk of clotting far outweighs that concern. Also, skip slow-release or coated aspirin if possible. If that's all you have, chew it anyway. You want it to work as fast as possible. Take Robert, a 69-year-old from Phoenix. One evening, he felt a tight, squeezing pain in his chest that spread to his arm. He remembered keeping aspirin in his bathroom cabinet. While waiting for the ambulance, he chewed one. Later, his cardiologist told him that single aspirin likely reduced damage to his heart muscle. That tiny pill kept things from getting worse. If you live alone, keep aspirin where it's easy to grab, maybe in your nightstand, kitchen drawer, or even your wallet. Make sure it's not expired, and let your family know where you store it in case they need to help. This small step might seem too simple, but it's backed by science and used by paramedics worldwide. Chewing aspirin during a heart attack isn't just a trick, it's a proven lifesaver. In those crucial first minutes, it could mean the difference between walking out of the hospital or not making it there at all. Fourth, sit or lie down to protect your heart. Once you've called 911 and taken aspirin, your next step is simple but vital. Stop moving. Sit or lie down in the safest, most comfortable position you can find. This isn't the time to walk around. Gather your things or unlock doors unless you absolutely have to. Any physical effort puts extra strain on your heart, which is already struggling to get enough oxygen. Ideally, sit with your back supported, legs stretched out, and arms relaxed. This reduces the workload on your heart while you wait for help. If you feel faint or exhausted, lie on your side with your head slightly raised. Don't try to push through the discomfort. That grit might serve you well elsewhere in life, but right now it's a risk you can't take. Some people feel embarrassed calling for help and then just sitting there. But make no mistake, doing nothing is doing something. It gives your heart a chance to stabilize, slows your breathing, and keeps your body from burning through its limited oxygen. Take Evelyn, a 73-year-old from Seattle. When she felt a heavy pressure in her chest, her first instinct was to tidy up her living room and pull herself together. But she recalled her doctor's words, "If you think it's your heart, sit down. Everything else can wait." She settled into her recliner and waited. Later, she learned that staying still likely kept her symptoms from spiraling into a full-blown heart attack. So, if you feel symptoms like pressure, shortness of breath, or dizziness, don't try to finish what you're doing. Stop, move as little as possible to a safe spot, and sit or lie still. Breathe slowly and let your body focus on one thing: surviving. One quick tip: if you're in a chair without armrests, don't slump. Keep your spine supported and breathe steadily. The more relaxed and upright your posture, the less your heart has to work. If you're still with me and finding this info valuable, please comment 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do and turn on notifications so you don't miss our videos. Your support keeps us creating great content to inform and inspire you. Let's keep going. Fifth, unlock the door for paramedics. If you have the strength after calling 911 and stabilizing yourself, one of the most practical things you can do is unlock your front door. It might seem minor, but in an emergency, every second counts. A locked door can delay care when time is critical. Sure, paramedics are trained to break in if needed, but that takes time, causes damage, and could even startle or injure you if you're near the door. Unlocking it lets them walk right in and start treatment immediately. That simple act could save precious minutes. Minutes your heart might not have. If you live alone, especially in an apartment or gated community, think about logistics ahead of time. Is your door easy to open from the inside? Is your address clearly marked? Do you have a spare key someone nearby can access? These things seem unimportant until they're suddenly urgent. Take Henry, a 70-year-old from Dallas. When his symptoms started, he called 911, chewed an aspirin, and unlocked his front door in under 2 minutes. The paramedics later said that move saved them 30 seconds and spared them from breaking in. Henry said, "I kept thinking, just make it easy for them." That might have been what got me help in time. If walking to the door feels too risky, don't do it. Sit down and focus on breathing. But if you're close to the door and feel steady enough, go ahead and unlock it. You could also consider a smart lock you can open remotely or a medical lockbox for your keys, especially if you live alone or have mobility issues. This small preparation sends a clear message to the responders you're ready and you've done your part. Now it's their turn. Sixth, use your phone's speaker or medical ID features. When you're alone during a heart attack, your phone isn't just a way to call for help, it's your lifeline. One of the smartest things you can is switch to speaker mode. This lets you talk to the 911 dispatcher hands-free, so you can focus on breathing and staying calm without holding the phone to your ear. In a crisis, even holding a phone can make breathing harder. Speaker mode reduces physical stress and lets the dispatcher hear you better if you grow too weak to speak. They can pick up on clues about your condition like your breathing or voice changes through the background noise. Plus, every smartphone has a game changer, your emergency medical ID. On iPhones, it's accessible from the lock screen. Androids have similar features. It stores critical info like your age, allergies, medications, and health conditions. If you're unconscious when paramedics arrive, this data can save time and guide their decisions. Take Barbara, a 75-year-old from Miami. She passed out just before help arrived. But because she'd set up her phone's medical ID, the paramedics instantly knew she had high blood pressure and was allergic to certain medications. That kept them from giving her something that could have made things worse. They also called her son using the emergency contact listed. Setting up your medical ID takes less than 5 minutes and lasts forever. Include your name, birth date, major health conditions, medications, allergies, and 1 or 2 emergency contacts. It's not just for tech buffs, it's for anyone who might need help when they can't speak for themselves. So, if you feel heart attack symptoms, use your phone speaker to stay connected. Trust the dispatcher's calm voice and steady guidance. Their presence can make the wait less terrifying. And if something happens before help arrives, your phone can still speak for you when you can't. If you're finding this valuable, please comment 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed, please do and turn on notifications so you don't miss our videos. Your support helps us keep creating content to inform and inspire you. Let's move to the final step. 7th, slow your breathing to stabilize your heart. During a heart attack, it's easy to panic. Your chest tightens, your mind races, and every second feels heavier than the last. But you have one final tool, your breath. If you use it well, it can calm your nervous system and give your heart a chance to hold steady. Controlling your breathing won't cure a heart attack, but it can keep your body from spiraling into shock while help is on the way. The more anxious you feel, the faster your heart may race. Slowing your breath can gently ease that rhythm back. No fancy techniques needed. Try this inhale slowly through your nose for about 4 seconds. Hold it for a moment. Then exhale gently through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat. Focus on that rhythm. It gives your body an anchor and can help prevent your heart from slipping into dangerous, irregular beats triggered by stress. Look at what happened to Thomas, a 77-year-old from Denver. When the pain hit, he felt like he was drowning in fear. But he remembered a breathing exercise his nurse had mentioned at a checkup. He focused on each breath, stayed still, and let the panic slip away. When the paramedics arrived, his heart was still struggling, but it hadn't stopped. He later said, "I just kept thinking, stay calm, stay alive." You can practice this breathing anytime when you're relaxing, feeling stressed, or even watching TV. The more familiar it feels, the easier it'll be to fall back on it in a crisis. Breathing won't fix your arteries, but it can buy you time, keep oxygen flowing, and help your heart hang on. Sometimes, in those final moments before help arrives, that's the edge you need. Stay still, stay alive. One final thought: surviving a heart attack isn't just about luck. It's about preparation, awareness, and staying calm. These 7 steps may seem simple, but together they form a powerful chain of actions that can save your life. Recognize the warning signs. Call 911 immediately. Chew aspirin if you can. Sit or lie down to conserve energy. Make it easy for help to reach you. Use your phone wisely. Slow your breathing to steady your heart. Each step buys you a little more time. Each gives you a bit more control. And each carries a vital message. Even if you're alone, you're not powerless. A heart attack can feel like the loneliest moment of your life. But these steps remind you that you have tools, knowledge, and a plan. So we got the Borsian, it was as bomb, and Sayong. What stood out to you most today? Was there a step you hadn't thought about before? Or one you now see in a new light? Think about how you can apply this to your life and maybe share it with someone you care about. It could save not just your life, but theirs too. Thanks for watching. We'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below with one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it. Your thoughts mean a lot to us, and reading your comments keeps us motivated. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep creating valuable content to inform and inspire you. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.